Welcome to RNS Podcast with me, Dylan, your host, and my co-host, as always, Evan Thomas Rodriguez. Sorry for doxing you off the bat. But yeah, so this episode is going to be a little more free-form than usual. We don't have a specific topic. We're going to talk about Dune. We're going to talk about I forget the full title, Soho.
Last Night in Soho.
I guess me and Evan's favorite movies of the year?
So far.
I
feel like there's nothing that's going to top it
I
for
don't
me.
think so.
There are a few other movies I'm excited for, which maybe we can talk about. But...
Yeah, I think maybe after the new year we can talk about like, what was our top movies or whatever.
Or like the end of December, something like that.
But as far as it goes right now, I guess Soho was my favorite movie of the year, and I think Dune was yours, right?
Yeah.
So.
But before all that, is there something you want to discuss, Dylan? A certain game we have
video game?
Yeah, that we have some notoriety for.
Our legacy?
Yeah, Our most popular episode. Should we talk about
our most popular episode was it have like 250 views?
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys for watching that one. I think it had to do with the cream-pied Scarlett Johansson in the thumbnail.
You may have a point.
I'm gonna put a sexy girl in the thumbnail of this one and see what happens.
Also, it was trending a bit at that time too. We released that episode at the perfect time.
We caught it right when it was like at its peak, so
yeah.
I think that worked out pretty good. But so we're gonna talk about Nicktoons Battle Royale.
Yeah.
We have some news about that. It sucks. Our good friend Andy was able to get it at a significant discount, let's say, at the release. Yeah. So he played it a bit, and then we played it together. I bought it full price. Thank God, I bought it full price. No, but
it's already okay. So that was a few weeks ago that you got it.
Yes.
Like just about a month ago, maybe.
I got it like a few days after it came out.
Yeah, so about a month ago. Mm-hmm. Well, now we just saw that it's $20 on Amazon, and Dylan paid $50 a month
I did
ago.
pay, honest to God, full price for it, and you know what? I deeply regret it. So
I had pre-ordered it, but I canceled it, so no money spent on it.
That was pretty clutch.
Yeah,
it was pretty clutch. Because it sucks.
Yeah, it's not great. I only played it once, so we were playing it that one night, and we were just like,
I never played it again.
Yeah.
I bought the digital version. I would have preferred the physical because I don't have that many physical Switch games. And I bought it on Switch. I downloaded it, and it's just a waste of gigabytes. Even though I have a ton of storage on Switch, it just feels like it's literally just wasting space on it.
So what should we what should we start about why this game sucks?
Well, first of all, I think one of the more obvious things that we even pegged kind of before release. I don't think we really talked about it. We may have talked about it briefly in the initial Nicktoons video, but one of the glaring issues with it is the audio, like the music and the voice acting.
Lack of voice acting.
The lack of voice acting. There's literally zero voice acting, and the music is stock music, and it just feels cheap.
I saw on Twitter they released their you can now download the soundtrack for free.
The soundtrack for what?
Yeah, for the game. Like, what's the name of the company or whatever that made
I have no fucking.
Ludosity or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, you can download the soundtrack for the game. I'm like
on Spotify?
Maybe.
You can download it to the game, or you can download it separately.
Like the soundtrack for the game, like the music in the game. They're like, download it.
Oh.
Like, who would want this? The music is terrible. It legit sounds like stock music.
Oh, you're saying that the actual soundtrack that's already included in the game.
Yeah.
You can get it on Spotify.
Yeah. I'm like, why?
I thought you meant they released licensed music that you could download for the game.
That would be cool. I wish they'd do that. I guess.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay, so as we know, shows like SpongeBob, it has a lot of iconic music.
Of course, yeah.
But they don't use it at all.
And a lot of
they don't have any of the licensed Nickelodeon music.
I'm pretty sure a big chunk of the SpongeBob music is free, fair use.
Is it really?
I think it's
People using a lot of memes and stuff like that. I don't know if that means anything.
I think we used it. We may have used it in that episode. In that episode of the podcast.
Maybe I
think,
remember.
and it didn't get flagged or anything because it's fucking music from 1962 or something.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's all all the music that is in SpongeBob is. I'm pretty sure it's what is it called? I don't know. Not fair use, but what's the word?
I really don't know.
It's the public domain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
A big chunk of it, I think, is public domain, but maybe they made their own version of that music that is licensed, and you can't use it. I don't know. But yeah, that shit sucks.
Yeah, so the music is like, how do you not have SpongeBob music in SpongeBob stages? It sounds like someone trying to imitate SpongeBob music.
And the thing too is that they didn't even try. Like, there's not even like, oh, there's music missing for like SpongeBob, but maybe they have Danny Phantom Invaders. It's like, no, it's all fucking, it's the all generic ass stock music. Yeah.
And then yeah, you can really tell like that there's no voice acting. Like, it shows, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I'm like, when you're playing Smash, it feels good to like be hearing like Link go like or whatever when he gets punched in the face.
Or like when you do the up B on the ground or whatever, and he's like, hey,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. But everyone's just silent. And it's like, it really makes the game feel lifeless. Are you okay, Dylan?
Dylan almost killed himself.
This man Dylan cracking open a beer on the podcast. You can hear it. Okay, so yeah, it just feels really lifeless because of that.
It feels lifeless. Yeah, so basically the entire audio portion of the game is fucked. But of course, most of the character, I don't know, would you say most of the character models are fucked? Probably.
They don't look great.
A big chunk of them. Some of them translate. I think like Lincoln Loud. Personally, I think
Lincoln Loud doesn't look bad. You're right.
He looks fine. I think some of the
I don't like how the Avatar characters look.
I think the Avatar characters
pretty bad,
look fine. Danny Phantom looks like
he looks
fucking
terrible,
garbage.
Yeah.
You would agree, like he's like the worst.
Yeah,
one,
we talked about
right?
that in the first episode we did.
Did we?
Yeah, because we were like, yeah, it doesn't look great, Danny Phantom.
Yeah, Danny Phantom.
The first character
he looks really bad.
Yeah,
but I think like Toph and Aang look pretty good. I don't know about Korra. I didn't really pay attention, I guess, but SpongeBob looks like okay. The taunt looks terrible. Like.
Yeah, I guess talking about the taunt. So me and you both kind of talked about this, how like the characters don't feel fluid at all.
No.
Because all their moves are like jokes.
Yes.
And the way they transition into it,
their jokes are references.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not fluid whatsoever. Like, I forgot what we were looking at. We were looking at a Ren and Stimpy move. Like, I kept doing it. And the way they go back to their default stance, it just looks so fucking bad.
Yeah, it
doesn't feel real.
Like in Smash, they pepper in like the references and stuff. I guess because they're already game characters, it feels more natural. But here, I feel like you have to be more reserved when you're putting in the references and stuff because people aren't already familiar with them as moves in a video game. You know what I'm saying? So, like when... I mean, Toph is one of the ones where... I mean, she's broken.
Yes, there's another problem. I'm waiting to get into that.
We'll talk about that in a second, where she is broken, but most of her shit looks pretty decent because it's an action cartoon. Mm-hmm. But, like, SpongeBob, Ren and Stimpy, like you said, or whatever, almost all of their key moves don't flow at all because they're, like, cheap references. Yeah. And, it's like, why is Patrick, like, he turns into an ice cream cone, and it's like, that doesn't feel natural.
It doesn't.
It doesn't feel like I'm playing as Patrick. It just feels like I'm pressing buttons to pull references out. It's weird. Yeah, it's very disjointed. And I also don't like the mechanics. I don't know what to say, but I don't like how it's Smash, but there's also like glaring kind of omissions and like changes where it doesn't work. Like, it's like Smash if you took some of the more because Smash is very simple. Like, you have the B moves and the A moves, and then, you know, like a throw and a block.
Yeah,
it's more or less, that's basically it.
Yeah,
but they kind of try and do a Street Fighter thing.
Yeah, with the heavy and the light attack.
Yeah, like there's a heavy, light, and then a special.
Yeah, I feel like they should have. Honestly, they should have just completely ripped the Smash.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't work for a platform fighter. And I guess when we're done talking about that, we can talk about the other news about Smash knockoffs.
Oh, yeah. It's a good time to talk about it.
But yeah, what else? It's just like almost every facet of the game feels cheap.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
guess we can talk about the brokenness. So, yeah, Toph is broken, and Donatello is also
Donatello?
broken. Yeah, not Donatello, I mean Michelangelo.
Isn't it Raph and Donatello?
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo, yeah.
Raph is not in the game. Leonardo's in it.
Leonardo and Michelangelo.
Michelangelo is broken. They're saying, like, he has some kind of move that people are just, like, spamming. That's, like, completely broken, yeah. And then Toph, fucking, what was it? One of her just neutral attacks is, like, the wave with the rocks.
I think
it's not even a special.
Yeah, it's not a special attack, and it's not something that you have to charge up, but it has like an insane range.
Yes.
Which not even just an insane range, because if you've only played Smash or maybe like another fighting game, you might assume like, oh well, a ranged attack isn't that bad, you can get around it. But the thing is that she has one attack is like a special attack, I think, where she drops a big wall on you.
Yeah.
Which has insane range and knockback, and also she has another attack that's just her neutral. I think it's just like her neutral, like if you were to punch as Mario in Smash, it's like that. But it's like does a giant wave of rocks. Yes. And it has insane range. It's very fast.
It's crazy being able to just spam a regular ass attack like that. You know what I mean? It's not even a special.
It's insane.
And then I saw this on YouTube. So like she can like go really high up in the air.
Top?
With like on a boulder.
Yeah, because she can yeah.
And then I saw, people were doing that, just floating all the way to the top where she's out of range and just spamming a projectile.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's like, what the fuck do you do in that situation?
And like we said, too, we didn't play long enough to even, like, exploit anything. But we could just tell, you know?
Yeah,
like, it's just broken as shit.
Yeah, after we played that one night, we were just like... Because Andy was here, too. And even Andy grew like, let's just play Smash Bros.
Yeah, we literally just gave up.
Yeah,
and we just played Smash because it's a great game.
Yeah, I'm going to say, it really gave me more appreciation for Smash and Sakurai, because they're like, well, you can really tell like how much attention to detail there is in Smash Bros.
Yeah, for Smash, and not even just like there's attention to detail in the sense of like the characters are very true to like their games and their play style and their just like style in general.
Yeah.
But also the game itself is just polished as shit.
Yes.
Like not only does Sora play, like, Sora came out. Did we talk about that on the podcast?
Yeah, we did. I think so. Either way, I was very hyped for Sora being in the game.
I think we talked about his announcement, but we haven't talked about him, I don't think, after we played him.
Oh, we didn't? Okay.
He's great.
He's good, yeah.
He's
I like
awesome.
him a lot, yeah.
But Sora and a lot of the DLC characters, they play like... It almost... What's the word? They lean more towards their gameplay style than like a generic Smash character.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. And I also appreciate that Smash is like... People have been shitting on Smash for years about how unbalanced it is, I guess. And
really? I feel like Smash is considered one of the more balanced fighting games.
Nah, because it has 70 characters. Because there's just no way you can really balance it that well.
I don't know. I usually see it get a lot of praise for it. Especially the amount of characters for being like pretty
praise
balanced.
For it?
For being balanced, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know Melee is considered like the most balanced, I guess, but...
Well, people are always complaining about like, give Little Mac a buff, give fucking Cloud a nerf. Like,
well, yeah, for any fighting game, competitive ones, there's always a tier list or whatever.
Yeah.
Even Street Fighter. It's hard for it to be 100% balanced.
But there's
really hard
there's people like Hungry Box.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's people like Hungry Box that kind of go out of their way to prove like, fuck you. Like if you just get good enough, you can make any character good.
Yeah.
But it just really goes to show like how polished Smash is when you come to a game like this where it's so... There's only like, what? How many characters are there? 20?
20, I think, yeah.
It doesn't even feel like 20.
I guess when you talk about, also we know now that Garfield and Shredder are coming at the free DLC.
Are those the two confirmed ones?
Yeah, Garfield and Shredder.
Oh,
okay. Well, they were like leaked or whatever.
I guess if I liked the game, I would be hyped for Shredder.
Yeah.
But, because Shredder's freaking sweet. I like Shredder, but... and then Garfield's kind of a funny choice, I guess, but... yeah, fuck that game.
Yeah. Chris Pratt will be voicing Garfield in a new animated movie. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Excited for that?
Yeah, that's some cool news. That's some great news.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt is probably the most prolific voice actor of our time.
He is.
Yeah.
Mario and Garfield. That's insane.
Yeah, that's freaking insane. Evan, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If you could cast Chris Pratt as any character, who would you cast him as? Any iconic, like a mascot or an icon?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Great choice. Yeah. I saw people saying that he would be...
Honestly, I feel like Chris Pratt would be a better Sonic than Mario. No cap. I think he would, honestly.
I feel like he's kind of a southern boy, right? I don't think he could pull off that kind of... Like, he has that... Sonic has that kind of quick way of talking.
Well, I don't know. I can't imagine him as Mario at all.
I can't imagine him as fucking
We've yet
anything.
to hear it, but yeah.
I mean, like, Star-Lord is such a blank slate that you can, like, yeah, fine. He's Star-Lord, whatever. But, I don't know. Yeah. Fuck Chris Pratt.
No, he should voice Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank.
Oh,
Chris Pratt. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, there
no
you
kidding.
go. Honestly, I feel that's a better fit than Sonic or Mario.
I mean, like, I feel like Ratchet is like, he's a very generic like dude.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah.
Mario. Yeah. I guess we haven't talked about that, have we?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, that's gonna be legendary. I'm honestly happy about Seth Rogen and Jack Black.
So apparently, yeah. Also, they're already planning a Donkey Kong solo movie. There's that also. That makes me think that. I thought about talking about this the other day. I just never brought it up. That makes me think Donkey Kong might not be in the Mario movie that much. It might be a small role if they're already planning a solo movie for him.
But I feel like I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think the reason that they already are going ahead, maybe planning a Donkey Kong movie, is because Donkey Kong is a pretty expansive cast of characters.
Yeah,
and they already
especially from Donkey Kong Country.
That's and like Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, all the rare stuff is where a bunch of new Donkey Kong characters came from, and we already know that Cranky Kong's in the Mario movie also.
That's what I was gonna say. He was cast. So who was he again? I don't remember. It's someone. It might be someone cool.
I really don't remember.
It's not. Keegan-Michael Key is Toad.
Toad, yeah.
Evan, who do you think is the greatest casting in the Mario movie?
I would say Jack Black and Bowser.
Yeah, definitely agree. He's great. He's perfect for Bowser because he can do like of course his shtick is like metal.
Yeah.
So he can kind of do that like non-threatening kind of, but also like metal.
I agree.
That fits for Bowser really well.
I agree.
But Evan.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
If you could cast anybody in the galaxy as Waluigi in the Mario movie, who would you cast?
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. I'm doing that from a meme, but I'm like, that's actually perfect. So yeah.
Oh man, I don't even know who the fuck I would pick.
That would just be funny as fuck. Willem Dafoe as Waluigi. Yeah.
They should do Willem Dafoe as Waluigi and Alfred Molina as Wario.
Yeah, I agree. Perfect. That's pretty good. I like that.
Oh crap! So I guess we're done with Nicktoons.
Yeah. Done.
Yeah, Nicktoons sucks.
Yeah. So we were like, before when we made the first episode about Nicktoons, we were like, yeah, we're gonna eventually review it when it comes out. Well, there you go. There's our 10-minute review.
There was the review.
Yeah, but like we were initially planning like a full episode review, and like
I might put Scarlett Johansson with slime on her face in the thumbnail.
There you go. See, let's see how is that giving enough views.
Do we need to put that in every thumbnail? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. But I guess since we're done with that, you want to talk about the WB one?
Yeah. Not excited for this.
So I think that.
Can I tell a little story?
Please do.
Before we talk about it.
Please go ahead.
You remember? So one night, I can't remember if it was a day we recorded. It might have been.
It was. I remember we were talking about. You were forcing me by the. You were having me by the nape. You had me by like the scruff of my neck, and you were forcing me to do like cartoon. Theme song challenge where you guess which theme song it is.
Yeah. And we did the video game and movie one also.
Yeah. Those were pretty fun actually.
They were. But it was that same night. I can't remember if we recorded RNS that night or not. I think we did, but
I have no idea what we were doing.
Probably
RNS, yeah.
So we started talking about, because we were listening to cartoon theme songs. We were like, oh yeah, it would be. I feel like a Cartoon Network, All-Star Brawl would be a lot better than Nickelodeon one.
Yeah.
Because we like those characters a lot more than Nickelodeon ones.
Yeah.
And then next thing we know, like about a month later, apparently a Warner Brothers fighting Smash Bros. Game is coming out. But it's not what we wanted. It has some Cartoon Network characters in there, but it's like they're including movie, DC.
There's not a focus on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
It's a WB fighting game. Yes. So there's like, I think the confirmed characters are...
Which is very stupid to me, in my opinion.
Who are the actual cartoons?
Was Shaggy.
They got Shaggy, and they have Adventure Time, Finn and Jake.
Yeah.
And then do they have
Rick?
And then
he's Adult Swim, but it's on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, that's true. That sucks.
And then even Shaggy, I don't completely associate with Cartoon Network, even though I guess Scooby Doo has.
I kind of do, because I associate any really Boomerang characters, I guess, with Cartoon Network personally, but.
Yeah, well, they have that association, yes, but, like, I don't know, it's just, like, at least when I was growing up, Scooby-Doo wasn't a big thing on Cartoon
But
Network.
what we were talking about was like, Foster's Home.
Yes.
Courage. And like, they could go so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't like Adventure Time, so I'm like, oh, that's not really
like, you give me Angry Beavers in the Nicktoons one. You give me, like, all this bullshit, Lincoln Loud. I don't want all that.
But Cartoon Network, they got a lot.
We should talk about Pibby, too.
Who?
I want to talk about Pibby, but we can talk about that in a minute. You saw that clip I sent you?
No, I don't know what you're
There's a little trailer for it for Cartoon Network. It's a pilot. We can talk about it here in a minute if you don't mind. But yeah, the Cartoon Network game, what are those? They have like 4 DC reps. And I was actually wrong.
Well, who were the DC reps?
The DC reps are...
I saw Batman. Is Superman in
It's the Trinity.
Okay, all 3 of them are in it.
So Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, and Harley.
Oh.
Yeah, it's alright.
I guess Harley makes sense. She's pretty popular right now. It makes sense.
That's kind of what I expected, I guess. But really what we were saying, right, was like, do all the cartoons, and then have maybe like... Then maybe have Batman... Maybe have, like, another Batman rep, and then have, like...
But if it's Batman, I feel like it should be, like, the animated series Batman or something like that. You know what I mean?
He's kind of just a generic Batman.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, for the Cartoon Network idea we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like, have, like, the animated series Batman.
And plus, he's coming back.
Cool. Yeah.
You know, you saw that?
Is he?
Yeah, literally, like, Bruce Timm is doing, like, a... It's I don't know if it's the same continuity, but it's, like, a Bruce Timm art style, Bruce Timm led... It's called... What is it called? Caped Crusader? I'm super hyped for that. That's gonna be fucking awesome.
I don't know about that.
Did you ever see, he did like a 80th anniversary Batman animation that they put online? Did you see that?
No, I don't think so.
It's like, it's basically Batman, it's an animated version of like a 30s Batman adventure, where it's Batman fighting like a serial killer mad scientist guy, and he saves a woman, and he's using guns. It's like that.
Was it good?
It's fucking awesome.
Okay.
And that was like his elevator pitch for a new series, and then they're doing it. It's the one...
okay, I do know what you're talking about. It's the one you were sending in the group chat.
J.J.
The day
Abrams,
of the fandom that you're saying you're very
yes,
excited
exactly.
For. Yeah.
J.J. Abrams is involved in it as a producer. But I think it's just like they're just bringing the name on. And
J.J. Abrams just kind of leaves a sour taste in my mouth now whenever I hear that name.
Ignore that. But Matt Reeves is involved in it as well. He's a producer.
Okay.
But I think they're both just kind of attached.
Yeah.
Like as a name.
Was it interesting to see Matt Reeves and J.J. Abrams working together again? That's cool.
What did they work on?
Well, they did. Cloverfield. J.J. Abrams produced it.
Oh,
Matt
did
Reeves
he?
directed. Yeah.
Oh.
And then I think they also worked on some TV show before that together.
Freaking Lost.
Maybe it was Lost. It might have been Lost or another
Matt
one.
Reeves was on Lost?
Like, he might have directed a few episodes.
Oh,
or something
really?
like that. It might not have been Lost. I know it was one of those TV shows that J.J. Abrams worked on.
It might have been some bullshit, though.
Yeah. But then, also Cloverfield. So.
But yeah, that's freaking sweet. But mostly, I'm just worried about Bruce Timm. Not worried, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm mostly paying attention to Bruce Timm. And that series looks fucking great. So, but that was my point about the game. Is you think they would kind of go for an animated series rep, but they're just kind of generic Fortnite looking versions.
Yeah.
And then
also Gandalf.
Is there a Harry Potter rep?
Harry Potter is in it. Yes, he is.
The Harry Potter?
I think so, yes.
Because I feel like I didn't see him, but I think I saw like, is it Gandalf and then?
Or was it?
And then
was it Hagrid?
No.
With Dumbledore?
Dumbledore.
I
think it might have been Dumbledore.
Jesus.
Yeah, we didn't prep for this episode whatsoever. So.
Like we said, this is freeform. It's just us just talking about whatever. Catching up on the news.
I think we earned a bullshit episode.
We did.
Since we've done like what?
We went hard on the Halloween episodes. We went hard.
Yeah, we did go hard. Yeah, y'all better go watch those again.
Yeah.
Goddamn, you ain't kidding.
But yeah, Gandalf, maybe fucking Dumbledore's in it. I don't know. I feel like. Yeah, you're right. It's either like Hagrid or Dumbledore. It might not have been Harry Potter.
I don't think actually Harry is in it. I think it might be that because I remember thinking like, oh, why do they have two like gray old guys? Like, I think it is Dumbledore.
Well, yeah, they don't have Frodo. They have Gandalf. Yeah,
weird choices.
Yeah.
Because I remember when we were talking about it, we were like, yeah, have all the Cartoon Network cartoons, have like, you know, a decent amount of Adult Swim reps, and then maybe sprinkle in like a Batman and a Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But no, they decided to just do a WB fighting game.
Yeah.
No one... Let me give you...
It's not Rick and Morty, right? It's just Rick.
Shrek.
Right? Okay. Oh, and Jake Finn and Jake are separate character slots, which is really stupid to me.
Yeah, because literally there's episodes, like, I don't know too much about Adventure Time, but...
He uses Jake as, like...
He uses Jake as a weapon, as, like, and as also, like, armor, so...
I already don't like Adventure Time, so the fact that they both have their own character slots, I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
To make them one.
But it just, like, for me, I don't, like, I kind of like Adventure Time, but...
But does it deserve this over, like, Courage or something? I'm not even
saying
like
deserve, but
or
it just,
Eddie
like... Because, for example, like, in the Nicktoons one, right?
Yeah.
Like, fucking, isn't Ren and Stimpy the same guy?
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy are the same, and so are, well, obviously, the other friend.
And Cat Dog.
And Cat Dog, which is
like
obvious.
A dual character, but you kind of have to do that.
Yeah.
But for Ren and Stimpy, like, for example... Finn and Jake fit together as one fighter, like, so much better than Ren and Stimpy.
I think so, yeah.
Because, like, there's literally episodes where Finn uses Jake as, like, a suit of armor or as, like, a weapon, whatever. Like, it just fits so much better. So, yeah, it does feel like a waste. And if you were going to have another Adventure Time rep, why not use, like, Finn and the Ice King or something, or, like, Finn and...
I feel like just because Adventure Time's popular, so, like, just make them their own characters.
But one thing I wanted to say, too, is, like, Warner Brothers, let me give you a little hand of advice.
Yes,
let me lend a little olive branch. Let me extend a little olive branch out to you.
We were praising WB in the last episode, so we can give them a little bit of criticism.
Well, this isn't criticism. This is just advice. I would never criticize WB.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But, no one associates your brands like that.
Yeah, they don't.
Only...
Which is why we were kind of talking about that a little bit. It just seems very jarring.
Yeah. No one associates Harley Quinn and Finn and Jake.
Yeah.
Like, no one associates...
Or Gandalf.
No one associates Gandalf and that green dragon thing.
Yeah.
Like,
what the fuck? Who is that? Have you heard... Yeah. We were talking about that. Like, who the hell is that?
I didn't look it up. But yeah, no one associates your fucking brands like that. So, like, if Disney did it and they had, like, Mickey Mouse and Iron Man and Darth Vader, like, everyone would be like, yay, yay.
Everyone knows that.
But no one associates your shit like that. No one does.
I guess we can talk about that, too, about Disney. Disney, they just found a way to weasel themselves into the best the best one.
We were talking about that in the group chat. We were talking about, because literally... Like, Disney was like, yeah, just give us fucking a big chunk of change, and we'll just slide our Disney into your biggest, like, the best, like, conglomerate kind of crossover fighting game of all time.
The Smash Bros. One.
Like, we'll just slide it in there at the end.
If you open Smash Bros. Menu now that Sora's in the game, you see Disney's name is on the Smash Bros. Menu. So Disney, you know what, I had to praise them a little bit on this one. They're just like, yeah, you know what, we're not going to do that bullshit. We're technically part of the best one. You guys
and plus it's like... I mentioned this too when we were talking about it. I'm like almost 100%. I would put my life savings on it, which is only like 3 digits long. But I would put my life savings on the fact that Disney made more money on Sora than Nicktoon, Viacom made on the entirety of the Nicktoons game. There's no way. Shit dropped like $30. So, but yeah, so props to Disney for that one.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we talk
and everyone was way more hyped for fucking Sora than Nickelodeon, the entire game.
They did that thing where they dropped them on the same day.
Yeah. They announced the character the same day.
They announced Sora the same day that Nicktoons came out.
Which is insane, yeah.
I'm sure that did quite a bit of damage.
I think so, yeah.
It doesn't really sound like it would do that much damage, but I think it did. I definitely...
No one was talking... On the day it came out, everybody was talking about Sora being in Smash. No one talking about fucking Nickelodeon.
Sora is almost as fucking insane as if Goku got in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, people were like, this never would have happened. Also, they just... in the last game, Cloud came out. In this game, a fucking Hero came out, which is Square Enix.
Yeah.
This game, Sora came out, which is Square Enix, but it's also technically Disney, which is also like, oh, is that like a fourth party thing? Like, no one thought Sora was gonna make it.
Yeah.
So... Of course, it was like batshit insane. They were like, you know what? The most insane Smash news possible. Let's drop this on the day our competitor's coming out. Not much of a competitor, though. Not much of a competitor.
No, not really. No. But yeah.
The Smash killer.
Yeah.
People were saying.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, and apparently, I don't know. Is it true? I think the WB one is free to play.
Yeah.
Which is already, you're like, yeah, the quality is not going to be great.
at least, at the very least, because it is a console game. When I heard that, I was like, this is going to be a fucking mobile game.
Yeah.
Because we really just have leaks. Yeah. There's nothing official about it, so I was like, maybe this is just going to be a straight up mobile game. It was some YouTuber who leaked the fucking... Was it?
Yeah, the roster. I forgot who it was.
Oh, I have no idea.
I think it's a Smash YouTuber, but I forgot who it was.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
that one feels fake, though. Like, someone like WB probably was like, yeah, we're going to give you this amount of money, just show up. This is just pure speculation, by the way. I feel like WB probably went up to him and was like, yeah, just give us this amount of money and hype up the game for us. Here's the roster.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck did he get his hands on that?
Yeah, how did this, it was probably like some 30K ass dude, was it?
I don't know. He is someone pretty popular, but I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head. He might not even be Smash, but I'm pretty sure he is.
Some type of gaming.
He's some fighting game YouTuber, I think. Yeah.
But yeah, that game. I guess we don't know too much about it. I already like the art style better, though. To be honest, the icons look better than Nicktoons.
Yeah, but we had to see.
We don't know. We don't even know. This could be fake. I guess so. There's still, I think, a fucking pretty decent chance that it's not even real.
I think it is real.
It probably is. It probably is real, but Israel, Palestine.
What about it?
It probably is. It probably is real.
That one we definitely had to edit out. That would definitely just saying Israel Palestine. That's gonna get our video taken down.
But just the fact that we've been dropping too many hot topics in these videos. But I think it's real. But just the fact that all we have is the roster.
Did they leak the stage in too?
No.
They didn't. Just
I'm almost certain that I think it's just the roster.
Okay.
And the roster, like we said, it sucks.
And the name, but I can't remember the name.
Did the name come out? Yeah, Warner Brothers
it's
All-Star Royale.
It's like Battle Dome or some shit.
Oh.
It's something really stupid.
DC Character Dome.
Yeah.
Yeah, some bullshit.
But, so yeah, definitely not excited for that game.
I'm, this is one thing I did want to mention. This is, the only thing I wanted to mention. We were talking about this, too, off air. Evan.
Oh, yes.
I think, personally, they should have just done Mortal Kombat. I guess we don't know 100% certain if they didn't. And by Mortal Kombat, I mean the playstyle.
Well, I have something kind of interesting.
Ooh.
Just scoop? Involving DC.
A scoop?
Superheroes. No, definitely not my scoop.
We have a scoop.
There's been a rumor for, almost a year now, I think, that...
Injustice 3?
No. That the Injustice developers are making a Marvel fighting game.
Whoa!
You haven't heard about this?
No.
Really? Yeah. It's been a rumor for about a year now.
That's fucking insane.
Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But
that's crazy because me and Xavier are prophets. My good friend Xavier.
Yeah.
Because before we were talking about the WB game, me and Xavier were oh yeah, Cartoon Network is way fucking cooler than Nick. That would be a better game. We were also talking about wouldn't it be great if they just did an Injustice, Mortal Kombat style Marvel game? Yeah. But and of course they have a perfect setup. Just do Civil War.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking dope.
Yeah, it's been about a rumor for about a year now.
Jeez.
Because what they say anyways is apparently so when Marvel vs. Capcom 3 flopped, they were like, yeah, fuck you, Capcom.
It wasn't 3, was it? It was Infinite.
I mean, not 3.
Infinite.
Not 3, yeah, 4. 3 was amazing. 3 was a great game, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But also that wasn't even Capcom's fault that the last Marvel vs. Capcom was horrible. It was completely Marvel's
Disney
fault.
Things,
yeah, it was completely Disney and Marvel's fault. But obviously they're gonna be like, okay, Capcom, you fucked us on this. But
it's you didn't make it work.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you. Yeah.
So yeah, I heard that apparently the Injustice developers are working on it.
I will buy that for $60 with full confidence. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
There was it almost reminds me of that fighting game that came out back in the PS2 and GameCube games. GameCube days.
Are you talking about the Transformers G.I. Joe one?
No. The Marvel fighting game. I forgot what it was called.
Nemesis?
Was that what it was called?
There's a game that came out where it was a Marvel fighting game, and it also had...
And it was really gritty.
It was gritty, and then they had half the roster was OCs.
Was it really?
And then they did a tie-in comic book to flesh out those original characters.
I forgot. Do you mind if I look up the name of the game?
Go ahead. I think it was Nemesis though.
Okay.
Look up Marvel Nemesis. I think that's what you're thinking of.
Is this it? Yes, this is what I'm talking about. There you go. Yes, Marvel Nemesis: Rise of the Imperfect.
Yeah. So what was the developer?
It was a fighting game, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Who developed it?
I watched like
It was EA. It was
EA. Yeah. So EA had the opportunity to make up
Makes
their
sense
own...
why it went terrible.
Yeah, exactly. They had the opportunity to make up their own Marvel characters.
Oh.
And half of them weren't bad. They actually were kind of cool.
Really? I never played it. I just remember.
I never played it.
Cover.
There's this guy. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description to his video because linking to a YouTube video boosts the SEO.
Oh, bet.
So there we go. Yeah. But he's a great YouTuber.
Not because we want to give you credit.
No, fuck that guy. But we'll just gain from your link. So he makes videos. He did like a 2-hour video on like Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And like he did coverage of the Marvel Avengers game when it came out. Mm-hmm. He's like a nerd for Marvel games, I guess. And he did a really good video on this, like the Marvel Nemesis. And it was there's some cool characters in there.
But was it a good game?
It was alright. I think he liked it. And it was before Iron Man was a household name at all. And
because it's an old game. It's an old game.
Yeah.
I think it came out around the time Ultimate Alliance did. It was sometime around then.
I think it might have been like early 2000s, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But Ultimate Alliance, that was a good game. I like that. Part 1.
I have that.
Part 2 sucked, but Part 1
I have that completely legally downloaded on my PSP.
Nice.
Right now.
That was my first. I remember when I got my PSP. That was the first game I had for it.
Fuck yeah!
And that was a really fun.
The first game I had for my PSP was Ultimate Alliance 2.
Oh really?
How about that?
Not great. What did you think of the new Ultimate Alliance? I know you played it a bit.
It was pretty fun.
Was not as good as the original though. I will say that.
No, not as good. No,
yeah.
No.
I didn't finish it though. I started playing it. I just couldn't really get into it. Maybe the first Ultimate Alliance isn't good as I remember, but when I was a kid.
One?
Yeah.
You played the third one?
The one on Switch.
Shit.
Yeah, I have it.
I actually bought all the DLC like a fucking idiot.
Oh, shit.
I did.
I kind of wanted the DLC because I was like, I want to play a Cyclops, but I never bought it because I never got into the game like that.
No, Cyclops and Colossus were free.
Oh, it was free DLC?
Yeah, they're free.
Okay.
They're free. Cool. Because they got scrapped due to like time constraints. Yeah. But they released them eventually because
you see their models in the game.
Literally, in the story, they have a moment
when they go to the X-Men mansion.
Yeah, they have a moment where they're supposed to be introduced as playable characters, and then you just can't play as them. And then I think Magneto
but their models are like complete.
Yeah, they look perfect, and they have like a fucking bombastic introduction.
Yeah,
And then like Magneto grabs them, and then he throws them a mile away, and they exit the story. It's pretty funny, but. Yeah,
but I like Cyclops and Colossus.
It's a fun goddamn
game. Two of my favorite X-Men. So.
And they have a cool... if you want to talk about some MCU stuff, too, we can. But I wanted to mention they do have a cool DLC where you get Moon Knight and Blade and...
I remember that. It's like Marvel Knights.
Is it the Punisher? Something like that. I don't know. But yeah.
Maybe.
Some cool-ass characters in there. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But I kind of lost interest. It gets pretty boring.
Yeah. Maybe the first Ultimate Alliance isn't good, I remember, but when I was a little kid, it was just so much fun.
It probably is as good as you remember, because I feel like the concept. Excuse me. I feel like the concept just kind of wears thin after a while.
Yeah,
it's a pretty basic. They're almost like Lego games, like
kind of.
They're pretty much just like Lego games, but the combat is like slightly more involved.
Yeah,
but they're pretty fun.
They were.
The
except two.
The new Marvel game, there was some controversy, I guess, about the art style. For the newest one,
the third Ultimate Alliance?
Yeah, because it's a bit more comic booky and cartoony.
Yeah, I did like the original one.
I think it looks great.
It looked cool. Yeah, it looked cool, but I kind of like the original. I don't know, just the original one. When I was a kid, I was like, I kind of like. They made like a, because it's not an RPG, but it has a lot of RPG elements in it, like the leveling up and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was like, and how it kind of like.
Well, the cinematics are fucking legendary.
In the first one, yeah. That opening movie, you remember that opening scene with Wolverine, Thor, Spider-Man, Captain America?
Yes.
That was awesome.
Fucking legendary.
Yeah. Very interesting team up right there, too.
Yeah. Just kind of toss in the most culturally relevant. Well, I mean, I guess no, not really.
At that time, because it was even before Iron Man 1 when Ultimate Alliance came out.
Yeah.
So they just were like, Spider-Man. Spider-Man was on the cover, because at that time, Spider-Man was like the face of Marvel. He is, but it's like
I feel like questionable now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But back then it was just like, definitely Spider-Man.
It's less of
everything.
It's less of a fucking obvious thing now.
Because now I feel like now you could have Iron Man on the front of the cover.
Yeah, you could say it's Iron Man. You could say it's.
But actually, I do think he's on the very front of the Ultimate Alliance 3 cover too, isn't he? Spider-Man. I think he's right on the front.
Probably is.
Let's look behind us.
I used to have it.
I remember
last time
I remember last time I was over the Ultimate Alliance cover. Right there.
I used to have it right in front of my Switch for so long. I actually have it right here.
Is Spider-Man on there?
It's actually Wolverine.
Okay, Wolverine.
Wolverine is front and center on there.
That's interesting. But Spider-Man's not too far behind.
Yeah, and then they got Captain Marvel. Wonderful. Cool. But yeah, Ultimate Alliance. I didn't expect us to talk Ultimate Alliance this episode, but that was fun.
It did happen.
But yeah, Ultimate Alliance 3 is not bad. It's fun, and I like the art style a lot. One thing I did want to say real quick. Ultimate Alliance starts off with like an unskippable kind of tutorial level with the Guardians. That's the worst part of the game.
Oh, yes,
it is. That level sucks.
Yeah, you're right.
That level sucks.
I forgot about that.
It was so annoying. Oh, man. So can we talk about Pibby?
Yes.
I think actually this might be the first episode where I put timestamps.
I don't know what Pibby is, but...
Pibby? You don't know Pibby?
No.
No, it's a completely new IP. So, there's a new...
Pib Soda?
Yeah, it's Dr. Pib. Mr. Pib.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's
Mr.
like Pepsi
Pib.
Man.
Yeah, it's like literally just a guy pissing, frothing brown liquid. It's awesome. No, but Pibby is, what is it called? Learning Time with Pibby. And it's a kind of a gimmick of like, oh, this is like a Peppa Pig, like little kid show. And then it turns out that it's a creepypasta.
Oh, I think I saw a tweet about that.
I sent it to you, too.
It was like images before the disaster.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Images that precede unfortunate events.
Yeah.
That's correct. Basically what it is it's kind of like a Peppa Pig or a Wow Wow Wubsy.
Yeah. Like
a little kid kind of show. And then a giant mass of TV static comes and starts eating people and killing people. And she's screaming in terror and her little bunny friend is being killed. And
didn't Happy Tree Friends already do this though? They kind of already did that.
But this is Happy Tree Friends. I never liked Happy Tree Friends.
But it sounds very similar, you know what I mean?
It's not.
You know what I mean?
It's not because it's not hyper violent.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of supposed to just be scary.
Mm-hmm.
And also you have like I feel like Happy Tree Friends was just kind of trying to be like Looney Tunes but with blood.
Yeah.
Right?
Happy Tree Friends is the reason my mind is so fucked.
Yeah,
you're kind of right cuz like Looney Tunes like obviously like insane violence is always happening to them, but it's always cartoony.
There's no blood.
Happy Tree Friends is like, oh, what would be the like realistic depiction of
what if they actually got smashed by a fucking mallet?
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is it's a cute idea. And I sent you two, like, it was from 1968. There was like a Charlie Brown, like not a fan I guess I wouldn't call it a fan animation, but I guess that's what it is. It was a guy that made like a underground, like shitty Charlie Brown. Did you watch that?
I can't remember.
You didn't watch it, did you motherfucker?
I'm exposing
every
myself
time I send you something cool, you don't watch my goddamn cartoons.
I'm a busy man.
But yeah, there's this clip I saw, and it's actually a guy that went on to work for Pixar. He was like I think the lead animator on WALL-E, and he did some other stuff. Oh, what did he do? He was a director on The Simpsons.
Yeah. And
he made this video of basically like the secondary characters from Charlie Brown chasing Charlie Brown down, and then it's like a epic announcer, and he's like, Charlie Brown has had enough, and he pulls out like AKs and like he guns down all the Charlie Brown characters, and he scalps Snoopy and he fucking kills them all. And then he went to work on Pixar and shit. It was pretty funny. I just like seeing that because it's like this is like some Newground shit.
Yeah.
But it was like fucking 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was pretty cool. But that kind of also reminds me of like Pibby and like the misdirect kind of thing of like a childish thing. And then also the gimmick too is that it's like she's kind of like a multiverse. It's like a multiverse kind of thing where like she meets Fred Flintstone and Fred Flintstone like dies. And Shaggy like does a scary face, and
I don't know how I feel about this, Dylan.
Well,
the pitch ain't getting me.
I'm not reeling you in.
The pitch ain't reeling me.
I'm not reeling you in. Well, when I first saw it, my first thought was like, if I was the only person that could see this, it would be cool. You know what I mean?
That doesn't sound great.
Do you know what I mean?
Not really. No.
Do you know what I mean? Like if this was like some glitch in the Matrix where I was seeing like these characters come to life and be violent. Like, you'd be like, oh shit, this is kind of cool.
That does sound like
but the fact that I see everyone on Twitter talking about it, I'm kind of like, a lot of animation fans like it. I'm pretty big into like the animation kind of like subculture.
Yeah.
What do you want to call it?
Pebbles.
Yeah, he's pretty much, that's, if you know Psychic Pebbles, you're basically the fucking savant of animation.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not into it.
But no, there's a lot of people on cartoon Twitter and cartoon YouTube and Instagram and shit that are.
Yeah, I think I've seen tweets about it and stuff.
Yeah. It looks interesting.
I'll keep an eye out.
Well, don't.
Okay. Right.
No, but if there's anything to talk about, I'm sure we'll talk about it. But it does seem a little. It's kind of something that you would always want Adult Swim to do, like use your IPs in a more interesting way, like they used to do, kind of like with Space Ghost and shit like that. But at this point, it's kind of old hat feeling. Like, it's like, you know. Seeing Fred Flintstone die gorily, not even gorily, but seeing Fred Flintstone be like scared, like shaken to his core, it lost its novelty. I don't think that's really, because you get that on YouTube everywhere.
Yeah,
that's kind of why I mentioned the Charlie Brown thing, where that guy animated Charlie Brown like killing his friends. That was like batshit fucking crazy 50 years ago. But we've had like 20 years of YouTube and Newgrounds kind of doing the same shit. So it's like Pibby's a little late. Yeah,
like I saw a video. I remember in like 3rd or 4th grade, me and Andy were at my house. And we watched a video of like, you remember the Psycho parody in the episode of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends with Cheese?
Yeah.
You remember Eduardo's in the shower and they play the Psycho
Cheese
music.
Has the carrot.
Yeah, he starts stabbing Eduardo. So then someone did like a edit over it where Cheese actually has a knife in his hand and he stabs Eduardo. You see the blood come out and Eduardo's eyes just go white. And yeah, I remember that video because it was very traumatizing to me at the time. I was like, I remember watching that. No, this is completely unironic. I remember when the time I watched that, it like legit bothered me. I was like, I don't like that I saw that.
Yeah.
And that was like, in 4th grade. Me and Andy watched it together.
Yeah, so I guess if you're a fucking 4th grader and you watch Pibby, you might be like, fucking, this is insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we were saying, if you're like our age or you have any type of, not even just our age, but if you have like exposure to certain shit like that, it's not really gonna do much for you. The only novelty is that it's official. I guess.
Like, is it by Warner Brothers?
It's by Adult Swim.
Oh, okay.
It's Adult Swim, and you have like the Hanna-Barbera characters and shit like that.
I guess that is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's kind
of like Robot Chicken in that way. Where Robot Chicken kind of like has those characters.
It's weird.
And stuff
I can't think of something specific, but you know how sometimes they'll have like, I don't know.
Like, Robot Chicken, Warner Brothers, right?
Yes.
It's on Adult Swim.
Yes, Adult Swim. Yeah. But they have kind of a. It's like there's 3 characters in it, right? Like one's a villain, one's a sidekick, and then one is like Pibby, who's supposed to be like the kind of generic children's show character.
Yeah.
And then they're surrounded by real IPs. Oh, there's an example of it that I was thinking of. What is it?
Kingdom Hearts.
Roger Rabbit.
Okay.
Roger Rabbit. Because
I don't know why I thought Kingdom Hearts.
I guess Kingdom Hearts doesn't really work because it's like a fake anime character and then a bunch of Disney shows.
Yeah.
But Roger Rabbit is like, Roger Rabbit's this fake ass made up IP mixed with like real ass cartoons.
Yeah.
It's basically that.
Okay.
It's basically that, where it's like Pibby and the other main characters are the only ones that are fake. And then you have a bunch of real IPs. It's interesting. And so Pibby will do a full 4-episode series.
Is it only 4 episodes?
No, we will do a 4-episode series.
Oh, about
dissecting that show.
Jesus.
No, it's only, I think there's going to be a pilot, and that's it. That's all that we got right now.
So, okay. Maybe I'll check it out.
Maybe you will. Maybe you will. Probably you shouldn't.
I thought when you were describing it, I thought it was like someone like a fan animation.
No, it's an actual like. There's a pilot coming out for an Adult Swim show.
Okay.
And I guess the way that they showed it though is like they wanted it to go viral, which it did.
Yeah.
So it kind of feels like they're already expecting it to be successful, which it probably maybe will.
It sounds like it probably will be.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think Adult Swim has many shows that like really fail.
They basically just have Rick and Morty.
Well, just in general, like all their shows, none of them are as big as Rick and Morty, but they all have a cult following. All of Adult Swim shows.
Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty,
Don't like that show.
No, that song. You like that song though?
Oh no, the way you were singing it wrong.
I don't know how
Rick
it
and
goes.
Morty, Rick and Morty,
Rick and Morty,
Rick
I don't
and
know
Morty.
how he says it.
Rick. Yeah,
Rick,
the Soldier
Rick.
Boy Rick and Morty freestyle.
What do they call him? What's his nickname?
Draco.
Oh,
Big Draco.
Big Draco.
Yeah, I do like that song.
Hell yeah.
The way you were saying it though, I was like, what is
I don't know
song?
how it goes. I haven't listened to it. Anyways. But yeah, Adult Swim doesn't have too much going for it. They don't even have
You don't? I mean, you don't think so? What I was saying, I feel like Adult Swim, like all their shows are they're always popular or have a cult following.
I'm just saying not anymore.
You don't think so?
Like, what the fuck did they put out? What's the last thing they put out?
Why? I don't know. I don't watch Adult Swim like that.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. So why are you talking about what you don't know about, Evan?
Because I always hear people be like, "Yeah, I like Adult Swim." Like, especially people our age who are like, I know a lot of people are like, "Yeah, they fuck with Adult Swim."
Cool.
For me, when I was a kid, I always felt like I was scared to watch. I'm like, I'm not allowed to watch this. And then when I got older, I just didn't care.
Can I talk about a deeply disturbing memory I had
about Adult Swim?
You know Keith.
Yeah, of course.
My good pal Keith.
Of course, I know Keith.
Keith was my he was my friend through like association. Like my mom was friends with his mom, and I was friends with him from a young age. Anyways, he made me watch. He forced me put my eyelids into paper clips, and he made me watch it. We watched Robot Chicken when I was like 5 years old.
Jesus.
And he wasn't much older than me.
Yeah.
He was like a year older than me, but he wanted to watch it, and it was like an I don't know if anyone remembers this clip from Robot Chicken, but there's I think it's either like it's like fake ass Care Bears. It's not like an official thing.
Yeah.
Like where they're parodying like specifically something. Anyways, there's like children's characters, and they're like, oh, like do the ritual with us. Do the ritual with us. And then there's a character that's like apprehensive, and they're like, I don't know. I don't want to do it. I don't know. And then they convince him to do it, and it turns out that they like roll around like a medieval wall, and it's like a man, like a human man being tortured, and they're like beating him to death and like
Jesus
draining
Christ.
his blood and his flesh. And I'm like fucking 5 years old, and I'm like, Keith, like what the fuck is wrong with you?
We all knew some edgy kid like that.
That scarred me. That scarred me.
Yeah, we've talked about a lot of traumatic memories on this episode. Yeah.
If you don't give us a topic, we're just gonna go straight into trauma.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, Robot Chicken. I guess you know they have a lot going for them. Smiling Friends. You still haven't watched that, have you?
No.
I'm a big, like we just mentioned, Psychic Pebbles. That's his show.
Oh.
It's a good show.
Congratulations.
It's a good fucking show.
Congratulations.
And it got picked up.
I'm proud of him.
So you know what, Zach Hadel? I know you're waiting for my approval. Good for you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Hell yeah, it's a good show. You should actually watch it. Deadass.
I don't know. I don't really be watching cartoons like that anymore.
I love cartoons.
Yeah.
I love cartoons.
I don't really watch cartoons anymore.
I love cartoons.
I know you do.
Well, you know what?
Whenever I do, it's usually anime. But I don't watch anime like that much. Either.
This guy over here, am I right, guys? Am I right, guys? This guy with the
saying,
anime over here and with the kind of.
What can I say? I'm an Evangelion fan.
We can do an Eva episode eventually.
I hope so.
Eventually we will.
You keep saying eventually. Still ain't watched it.
Eva, eventually we will.
Hope so.
Ah.
Dylan wanted me to get him the Ray plush from the memes, but he's yet to watch the fucking show.
Yeah, there's a wonderful plush of the blue-headed character from that show.
Yeah. And
they put her, all these crazy Instagram guys, they put her in a crazy situation. Yeah. They put her in the microwave.
For some reason, Dylan keeps seeing Eva memes now. I think it might be because of me. Yeah, I sent a few, and then eventually Dylan started getting them on his feed.
Like, some of them are really fucking funny, so I see them because of you, and then I like them.
And then now even more showed up.
And then, they keep showing up. Yeah. That one we saw earlier where they just animated the characters over some, real clip of the drive-thru. There's some funny-ass shit people do with those, and I would love that plush. That plush is fucking sweet. But, she's, rare. She's, $500.
Yeah. But they are making a new one, so. Because of meme, I assume that.
But why? But if it's for the meme, then why not make it exactly the same?
It is exactly the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the one I'm telling you, I would buy it for your Dylan, but it's not coming out until, January or February.
The Redux one is already out, right?
No. It's pre-order now.
There's the one that you said, the hair looks different, or I said the hair looks
there's a
different.
bunch of, knockoff, plushes, where they looks...
Are they knockoffs, unofficial, or are they just new?
They're unofficial. Yeah, they're definitely unofficial.
Oh, unofficial?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's just a bunch of knockoffs because of the meme. But yeah, watch Evangelion.
Watch Evangelion. Watch Smiling Friends.
But I was like, yeah, Dylan. I was like, cause like I have a bunch of Asuka figures. I was like, yeah, Dylan, if you get into Eva, you can be like the Rey guy and I'll be the Asuka guy. That'd be cool.
I'll probably like her. Yeah.
So yeah,
I'll probably like her.
I want to get Dylan like one of the, cause I have like this really nice Asuka figure. I wanted to get him something similar, but not quite as nice because we're working on a budget.
Yeah, but.
The one I have in my room is like really nice. That's like one of my favorite figures. Yeah,
Well, I was gonna say that's like it's one of your favorite figures, and it's like one of your favorite franchises. So you like invested in it.
Yeah. Well, no, it was actually a graduation gift. I didn't. Oh, cool. Yeah. It was a graduation gift. But I was like, me myself, there is some budget issues, but I did want to get you one. But the only problem is like, it wasn't quite as nice. It was still cool though. I still liked it though.
I wanted the plush more or less just for the meme.
Yeah.
But I will watch the show eventually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can.
Thank you. And then we'll do an end of Ava episode. We didn't do it on the movie.
Jesus Christ. I have to pee so bad. Can we pause?
Yeah, of course.
Buddy.
We're just about an hour in.
All right. What else do we have to talk about? Got the movies. You want to talk about the movies then?
So yeah, now that we're about an hour in, I guess it'd be a good time to talk about Last Night in Soho. We saw that last week.
Last Night in Soho?
Yeah, it was quite good. Quite good. I liked it a lot.
I liked it also a lot.
It was a good movie, yeah.
So Last Night in Soho for me was probably my favorite movie of the year. For you... Can you think of anything that contends with Dune and Last Night in Soho?
So far, there are a few other movies still coming out this year that I am excited for.
Oh, Shang-Chi.
No. Oh. Yes, actually, yeah. Shang-Chi. The only other one, because this year hasn't been amazing.
It's been lacking, yeah.
Yeah, but I really liked The Green Knight a lot. That was a good movie.
I haven't seen it.
I remember I wanted Dylan to come with me. He's like, oh, I don't want to see it. But after I saw it, I was like, damn, I really liked it a lot. I wish you saw it because I feel like you would have liked it.
I don't think it's that I didn't want to see it. I think I was doing something else.
Oh, of course. No Time for Evan.
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die. You saw that and I didn't.
Good movie.
Maybe we can talk about that too.
Can I give that about 16 seconds?
Yeah, go for it.
The last James Bond movie was pretty good.
Okay. Yeah.
If you like James Bond,
that's the reason I didn't go see it because the only Daniel Craig James Bond movies I saw were Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace.
Can we take a pause, Evan?
Yeah.
To talk about my toys.
I thought we were talking about the movies.
Just real quick. It's related to James Bond.
Okay.
I added the what's it called?
You got GoldenEye 64?
No.
Oh.
I added the Aston Martin. I have a small collection of like pop culture vehicles.
Ooh, I do like that. I like that.
I added the Aston Martin.
Yeah, I like it.
So yeah, there you go.
Can I tell you my least favorite one there?
Sure.
Will you guess it?
Will I guess it?
Yeah.
It's not the Aston Martin itself?
No.
Really?
It's not my least favorite there.
I'm guessing either the Mystery Machine or the Ghostbusters Ecto 1.
Yeah, guess between those two. You are correct. It's one of the two. Guess.
Mystery Machine?
Wrong. The Ghostbusters one.
Why is it the Ghostbusters? You don't like Ghostbusters? Is that it?
I'm not crazy about Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
Also, it's the least fresh. The Mystery Machine's the freshest. I say all those other cars are fresh. I mean, the Ghostbusters, what do they call it?
The Ecto 1?
The Ecto 1, yeah, it's fresh, but not quite as fresh as
if I had to throw one in the garbage right now, it would probably be the Mystery Machine.
That's deeply fucked. But I can see why. In a way, it kind of...
It fits
the rest of them are all movies, yeah.
It fits the least.
Yeah, definitely. If I could own any of them, it might be the Mystery Machine, honestly. Having a van like that would be badass. It would.
I used to have a Ford Escape, which is like mildly van-like.
Yeah.
I always thought about, wouldn't it be crazy if I made it like aqua blue and put on some green on there?
I usually don't like big cars, but if I could have a van like that, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, like one of those old style vans. Yeah. I like those. Oh yeah, you ain't kidding.
And obviously the Pizza Planet car is very fresh.
Hell yeah. No, so I actually want all of those in Lego. Because
that would be dope.
All of the ones you're looking at. So for those of you that aren't in the room right now, which is some of you, I have the Mystery Machine from Scooby Doo, the Aston Martin from James Bond, the Pizza Planet truck from Toy Story franchise, the DeLorean from Back to the Future, the '89 Batmobile from Tim Burton's Batman, and the Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters. Just in like basically Hot Wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking and I also have. I want to have all of them also in Lego. So, all of them are official Legos except the Aston Martin, at least in minifigure scale.
Yeah.
There's actually a like a $300 Aston Martin.
Wait, there's a Pizza Planet Lego?
Hell yeah.
That's really dope.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's actually surprising to me that they actually all are in Lego.
That'd be cool.
The Aston Martin, though, like I said, is like one of those big giant collector's ones. Uh-huh.
I actually have a friend who collects a lot of the
big ass ones?
Yeah.
Oh, man. We gotta rob that guy. He must be rich.
Yeah.
He ain't kidding.
It is a she, but...
Just curious, what does she have?
I don't even remember, because I was like, I don't care about them.
Oh, damn, okay. Golly.
I was like, I don't care about them. But, yeah, she has a few different ones.
But I would love to cop the, how many do I have? I only have the DeLorean and the '89 Batmobile in Lego. But the Ghostbusters and the Mystery Machine would be freaking sweet. I need to get those.
Yeah, I would.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Pop culture cars. What do you know about nerd pop culture, real nerd cars?
A lot of people are really invested in pop culture cars. I'm not personally, but...
I mean, they're cool to see at MomoCon.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And take a picture with.
Yeah.
Not unlike our, if you're familiar with RNS Podcast, our thumbnail.
Yeah, for
the Back to the Future episode. Yeah, that's a great picture. I love that picture.
That is a good picture. I'm just not invested in cars in general.
I'm not huge on cars. Yeah. No, if I can mention something, again, from our personal lives.
Of course.
You remember, this dude gave me a cool job. Who was, like, affiliated with Evan's brother, Oscar.
Okay, yeah.
Oscar, he's a cool guy. And I remember saying, like, oh, yeah, you got a nice, like, work van here. You know, it's a good van. And then he kept, like, not, like, incessantly, but he, like, a couple times, he was like, oh, yeah, what do you think of that car we're driving by? What do you think about it?
Yeah.
And I had to be like, oh, yeah, I'm not, like, a car guy.
Yeah, I think it was just, like, he picked up on that one thing. It's just, like, trying to make conversation. You know what I mean? Because you usually do that with someone, like, you're not that close with. Like, they say one thing, and it's like, oh, maybe I can just talk about this. You know what I mean?
And I was like, God, I wish I did know about what you're talking about, but I do not. They're cool. Cars are freaking cool, but I don't know shit about them.
Yeah, me either. For me, it's just like, does the car look nice or not? You know what I mean? That's pretty much where it stops.
Or does it have a big old flux capacitor on the back?
Or that,
or whatever, yeah.
But speaking of pop culture cars, how you feeling about the new... Oh, now we're completely getting
Are you about to tell me a crazy thing?
No, because the new Batmobile. How you feeling about it?
Oh, the new Batmobile. Yeah. Evan, can I rope this back into Lego?
If you'd like.
For a moment, let me show you. I actually bought this Lego for the listeners. I think, what is it, a Dodge Charger? I believe it's a modified black Dodge Charger is the
the new Batmobile? Is it? I didn't know that.
I think that's what it is. And I actually bought this.
Oh, pretty cool.
As like a represent.
That is really cool.
I didn't even realize this is fucking crazy. There's actually a Batman figure in here. Holy crap. And it's like all dusty. Evan can see it right now. It's all dusty. I haven't touched this in so long. But the point is, I bought this to represent the actual Batmobile. But
You're probably going to have some Legos though, right?
It's already out.
Okay.
Actually, you can buy the Batman version of this right now.
Okay.
But, as far as the actual version of it in the movie, I'm not too hot on it. It looks kind of cool, but I almost wish it was just a car. Like, if you're gonna go that low key, like don't put the jet engine on the back. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of.
I feel like that's kind of the point. It's like a work in progress. I think that's what they're going for. You know what I mean?
See that.
Especially since it's like year 2 Batman or whatever.
I can see that.
It is year 2, right?
It's like,
I think it's year 2.
It's effectively year 2.
Yeah.
I don't think they expressly said what exactly it is, but yeah, I think you could go there. Yeah.
So I feel like maybe they're going for like work in progress type thing.
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
Which is cool. I'm very excited for that movie.
That movie looks fucking awesome. Yeah, Can we talk about the trailer for a minute?
Yeah.
It's cool.
It is. I'm really excited for Riddler. The way they just keep teasing him like a little bit.
He's great. Yeah, so we haven't talked about the Batman on here at all, have we?
I don't think so, no.
So I'll have to throw that and like, what's her name?
We definitely would do an episode for that when it comes out.
I'll have to put Scarlett Johansson covered in goo and like the Batman and some stuff like that. But both the trailers were fucking awesome. And like you said, the Riddler, I like to take on the Riddler a lot.
Me
like
too.
the whole
Zodiac killer.
The Zodiac killer thing is really, it's a great angle.
Yeah,
perfectly done.
And I'm not a big fan of Colin Farrell, but he does look cool as Penguin in it.
Weird.
He looks weird, but yeah, but he looks cool.
Not even just that he looks weird, but like, why are you gonna just hire a guy that has a fat face? Why are you gonna
do all that prosthetics? All
these prosthetics on his face.
You can't even tell it Colin Farrell. But that's cool to me. I don't know. I like it.
It is kind of cool though. Yeah. It's like it's a weird, like, little interesting thing.
Yeah.
You know, they went like kind of the extra mile in a way.
I agree.
I like that. And yeah, there's some dope ass.
If it was MCU, I feel they would have just like CGI'd his face, but no, he has like awesome prosthetics. Like, the makeup looks amazing.
If it was the MCU, it would just be like, I don't know.
The Penguin would be CGI.
It'd just be a fat guy. I don't know. If it was the MCU, it wouldn't be the Penguin because they don't own Batman.
But yeah, I'm very excited for the Batman.
I'm
very excited for that. Matt Reeves is a great director, and the same cinematographer who did Dune is doing the cinematography for Batman also. So, yeah, I'm very excited for that.
Maybe we can use that as a segue. You want to talk a little bit more about Dune?
Yeah. But should we talk about Soho first? We did bring it up.
So one thing though, I did want to mention if we move on to Soho in just a second, but the cup of tea thing, the coffee was stupid.
Oh yeah.
We both agreed.
It was
on
a cappuccino, I think.
Cappuccino, right? Because they do the art in the cappuccinos.
Yeah. They had the question mark. I think I mentioned this to you, but I feel like that's not going to be in the movie.
I think it could be.
It could be, but it feels like it's just for a trailer, like
especially because it was like the first thing you see. But almost the first thing you see.
So I'm guessing, just based on the trailer, the complete guess. It seems like Riddler will be arrested early on in the movie, and then possibly be pulling some strings from behind bars.
There was, I would like to mention, Evan, a scoop from a. I have a source deep within Matt Reeves' Batman.
Oh, okay.
No, it's Grace Randolph.
Yeah.
Grace Randolph mentioned in a video that she had some information that led her to believe that was the Joker.
I do not believe
not
that.
Paul Dano's Riddler. I don't know if I believe that. But I don't.
But it was his voice. It was Riddler's voice.
But who knows if that's edited or.
I really hope that's not the Joker.
But
that'd be very stupid.
But
will it be like Joaquin Phoenix Joker or a completely new one?
She didn't mention all that.
Okay.
But I'm assuming it would not be Joaquin Phoenix at all. But what I wanted to mention was that barring all that, I don't even know why the fuck I brought that up.
Yeah.
But I thought that was interesting. But
because there's the scene where Batman's like talking to someone behind bars, which we assume is Riddler.
I don't want the Dark Knight again.
That's the only thing. When I saw that, I was like, "This looks like the Dark Knight."
I'm sick of the whole the villain is like captured, but he's like in control. I'm sick of that. That can be over.
I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
We will see, won't we?
Because who knows? The trailer can be misleading.
Who knows how the trailer was cut? Who knows what's even in the movie? Who knows?
But either way, I'm very excited. Paul Dano's a great actor, and I feel like he was a really great choice for Riddler. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Excited.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's actually like, I'm excited to see the movie. I'm also very excited to talk about it on the podcast. That's gonna be freaking sweet. Yeah. I haven't been this excited for a superhero movie since
Eternals.
Since Eternals, which is in like 3 hours.
Yeah, very excited.
No, but deadass, like I haven't been this excited for a superhero movie since like 2016 for Civil
I kind of
War.
agree.
Yeah, the Batman, and like even then, this actually, God bless my soul, excuse me, but I didn't even watch The Dark Knight till it was on DVD.
Oh really?
And I think I saw Batman Begins in theaters.
I did see The Dark Knight in theaters. I didn't see Batman Begins.
Yeah, I didn't see it until it was on DVD, and I was like, literally, he's killing with a pencil. This is so fucked. My God. That actually freaked me out like a little bit. I wasn't ready for it.
I can see what you mean.
Yeah.
At the time when Dark Knight came out, I was like, whoa. At the time, I was like, oh, this is so fucking
This
good.
is the darkest fucking movie I could ever imagine.
Now I'm not as hot on Dark Knight as I used to be. It's still a great movie, don't get me wrong. But when that came out, I was like that shit blew my mind. I was like, that's so fucking good. When the very first time I saw it.
But see, I was like, that's what I'm saying is like, I was behind even you. Like, you were like, you were at a point where you were like, yo, this is amazing. And I was like, I want to watch SpongeBob. I don't get it. But then after I became, I appreciate kind of a more, I don't know if you want to say grounded or gritty, but a more serious, serious, you could say. There hasn't been a movie like that in a long time.
No, there hasn't.
It's all MCU light shit, like Shazam and Wonder Woman, Aquaman.
Yeah, I agree.
All that shit. And even Batman v Superman is like, that's not serious.
Which is why I really appreciated Dune. It was just nice to have a
Dune?
It was nice to have a big, like, science fiction movie that wasn't like Star Wars
kind of
or fucking MCU.
A straight-faced blockbuster.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It
was really good to have something like that. And I really love that movie.
I guess that's about where my expectations lie with the Batman.
Yeah.
You know?
I think Batman's gonna be amazing. I'm excited for it.
Hell yeah.
The only thing, like, we talked about this before, my only reservation on it is just like, well, we already have the Dark Knight trilogy, so like, do we need another completely... I think what we both said is that they need to leave room for it to not be 100%. This is our world, Batman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need to.
They already did that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They need to. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they need to have that a little bit in there.
Yeah.
Penguin, I feel like Penguin's a normal dude, but I feel like just the way he looks is like a little bit.
They
more,
definitely
you know what
would
I mean?
not have done. I don't think they would have done Penguin left, right, or center in the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, I don't think so
they just
either.
wouldn't have touched Penguin.
Yeah, I agree. So it's like that's it's on the right track there, but they need to do something. I don't know what.
Yeah, that indicates they're going to be maybe more fantastical.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. So we were talking about maybe they could do Heart of Ice and shit like that, or like hopefully they'll do something a little. They'll be willing to do stuff that's a little more fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Batman looks fucking dope, and now we get to talk about Last Night in Soho, right?
Yeah.
You want to talk about Last Night in Soho? I thought it was good.
It was a good movie. Yeah.
I gave it 3 stars. My classic 3 stars out of 3 stars.
Yeah, I would give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 rounds up to 3 stars.
It does round up to 3 out of 3. But it's a bit more It's a bit more of a nuanced answer, you may say.
Well, you know what? I think my score is better.
I like yours because it's like, you get to the point, but like.
No, but yeah, Soho was fucking great. It was, I kept seeing, both of us kept seeing the trailers and we were kind of like, whatever, Edgar Wright, you're just spinning your wheels. Like, fuck you.
I wanted to see it literally just because Edgar Wright was directing. I was like, it's a new Edgar Wright movie.
And we even did like the little tablet survey after the movie.
Yeah,
And you put that as your reason for seeing it too, so.
I liked, because my expectations weren't too high on it, so it definitely exceeded. Like, I liked it more than I was expecting.
I definitely thought like the style looked kind of cool
because like I wasn't crazy about Baby Driver. No, I liked it, but I wasn't crazy about it. It was a good movie.
I was probably even less hot on it than you were.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't like Baby Driver.
Yeah, so I was like, like another Edgar Wright movie that's.
And there's also a pedophile in that movie.
There is Kevin Spacey.
There's no actually as of right now. There's no pedophiles in Last Night in Soho.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was like, another Edgar Wright movie that isn't the Cornetto trilogy or a Scott Pilgrim or definitely or Scott Pilgrim. And so I'm like,
what else?
So I was like, well, Baby Driver, I liked it, but I wasn't hot on it. So I was like,
what else?
I didn't entirely know what to say. He did the Cornetto trilogy.
No, I mean, I'm saying like Cornetto trilogy,
Scott Pilgrim,
and Baby Driver.
I think that's pretty much everything.
And then this.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's pretty much everything. Yeah.
This is a pretty big departure, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. But this movie, I think...
I definitely try and be like, well, I've done the comedy. I did Scott Pilgrim. Let me try doing some other stuff now. So he kind of went that way in Baby Driver. Now he's going into horror. Yeah, which is cool. I like that he's, just trying.
If I watched this and Baby Driver back to back, I would have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
That, and I didn't know, like, who Edgar Wright was. I would have no clue they were the same guy.
Yeah, which is cool. I'm glad he's trying something different.
Credit to him for mixing it up.
Yeah.
What studio?
I feel like he doesn't want to get boxed as like the comedy director.
Which is, and like good for him too, because he like maybe he doesn't want to get boxed in like that, and he's succeeding.
Yeah,
I think. So,
I agree.
Good for him. But what studio was Last Night in Soho?
I don't know. Focus Picture did it, but I don't know who owns Focus. Like, I don't think Focus on.
Oh, right. We were talking about this during the movie. I think it is Universal.
It might be.
I think it is Universal. Maybe he's a Universal guy.
Something like that.
I don't know.
Well, Scott Pilgrim was Universal. So
right, yeah.
You might be right.
Because of the epic freaking 8-bit logo.
That's the reason I remember. Literally
That's the only reason
I
remember that, yeah. But Last Night in Soho, do you have any specific thoughts, Evan, on Last Night in Soho?
All the acting went great.
God damn, that beautiful main actress. What's her name?
The two lead actresses, in my opinion, were both very beautiful.
Oh,
I am very attracted to both
of them. There was a lot of
cool
cool shit in that movie, though, for real.
Yeah. And I guess I did like her ability. It's kind of cool. I'm glad they didn't go like too much into depth and trying to explain it. It's very subtle, especially at the beginning. The grandma's just kind of like, oh, you can see things or whatever.
Yeah.
And you don't really know if like she's insane or she's in ghost. You find out by the end, no, she's not insane. She actually has the power to see fucking ghosts.
And I mentioned this to you during the movie, but I
think it's up for like you're trying to figure out. Oh, is she just crazy? But then by the end, you know for sure
there's
she
a definitive.
Can see ghosts.
I mentioned this to you after we watched it too, but it reminds me a lot of Horse Girl.
I didn't see that.
It was a pretty good movie on Netflix. It's and I said this to you too during the movie. It's like this is Horse Girl but good.
Yeah.
Like this is like
I heard Horse Girl wasn't great.
Horse Girl was pretty good. I relate to it as a fellow psychotic.
Okay.
But and I also like the actress. What's her name?
Alison Brie.
Alison Brie.
Yeah.
Why do you know her name?
Because she was in Community.
You watched Community?
No, but I know almost all the cast of fucking Community. Like there's Childish Gambino, there's Ma, there's her, there's
Ma, hell yeah.
There's the dude from The Soup, him
who's in
Soup? Yeah, who's in Fireman 2.
The Soup, and because he's the guy that sells the toaster at the bank.
Yeah.
The guy that hoards the toasters at the bank. You fucking asshole. And also, what's his name? Chevy Chase.
Oh yeah, Chevy Chase is in it. Yeah.
There you go.
So, yeah.
And Abed.
Yeah.
You didn't mention Abed.
I don't know who he is. I don't know the actor's name for him. I don't watch Community, but I do know the cast.
If we had 20 minutes, I could pull it, but I don't remember. That's weird that you know the entire cast of Community and you've never seen it. I've watched the entire show. But yeah, Last Night in Soho, and also another parallel between Last Night in Soho and Horse Girl is that the lead actress has fantastic bosom.
You may say that. You may say that. Yeah. It's not a lie.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, you're not.
You can say a lot of things about me, but I wasn't lying about that last.
And
time.
Anya is also very beautiful.
Anya Taylor-Joy is, she's a.
Well, on top of their looks, they're also both very great actresses. They both did really good. Yeah, you know what?
They are good, and I actually quite like the first act of the movie is basically just what's the main character's name?
I can't remember her name right now.
I'm sorry, I don't remember the main character. She is.
It's kind of her,
she's being
adjusting to this.
She's having school. And the thing is too, it's kind of cool because it's not like overt. She's not getting bullied. She's not getting wedgied and pushed in a locker.
Yeah.
But she's kind of like having a very shit time in London.
Yeah.
She basically goes to London.
Yeah. She's from the countryside.
She's from the countryside.
And she moved to London.
She moves to London for my foot is fucking Jesus Christ. I'm drunk as hell. My finger got stuck in the beer bottle. But in Last Night in Soho, yeah. But she moves out and she's just having a shit time. She's like trying to keep it from her grandmother, who's her last remaining family member.
For those of you who don't know, she's going to like a school for like design.
It's for
like clothing design.
Yeah. But it's just very well done.
Fashion school, I guess.
Yeah. Fashion school. Yeah. But she's having such a shit time, but it's done in a way that's not like there's no violence or anything like that. It's just very awkward, and people are assholes.
Yeah.
There's
that one girl who's her roommate who's just a complete bitch. Yeah, she's a complete bitch.
She's like, it's like one of those people that tries to act super cool like they're your friend, but they're just like, you can just tell that they're a bitch.
Yeah.
And it's kind of done in a short.
And then she drops the act entirely, just becomes a complete bitch.
Yeah. And it's done in like kind of a shorthand kind of way.
Yeah.
Where it's not like super fleshed out, but you get what they're doing. And I also, one thing I really appreciate about the movie too is like Edgar Wright's not a fucking fashion designer, but he kind of places his he places what I suspect is his like experience and his thoughts on like maybe being in the film industry or like being a creative, and places it on like a he gives it to a female actress and a female main character.
I can definitely see that,
and it translates perfectly well. Yeah, and he, it doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like he's doing it for any particular reason. He just gives it to and translates it in a certain way. But yeah, I fucking loved it. It's a great movie.
Yeah, it was,
and that was only really on the first like 30 minutes of the movie.
And then she starts having the dreams where she can see the past. So she's like obsessed with the 60s or whatever. She's one of those I was born in the wrong generation type girls. She's obsessed with the 60s.
I even did some shit like that. I remember when I was in like...
We were all like that back in like elementary school, but she's a grown woman. She's like 19 years old or whatever.
But I really did post some shit that was like, literally Lady Gaga? You mean Led Zeppelin? Like it was like that. I posted some shit like that unironically. But it's she's kind of like that. She's stuck in the 60s, and then she has like this psychic connection to the 60s, and I don't think we should spoil it. Let's leave it alone.
You don't want to? Okay.
No, let's not spoil it. But
the movie looked beautiful. We can talk about that.
It looks amazing, and there's also I think there's a lot to read into. And I say that I kind of cut you off on a like non-spoiler element, and then I kind of jump back into a spoiler element. But I just really wanted to mention that there's I feel like there's a lot to dig into, and it's not super concrete, and it's kind of not really abstract, but there's a good deal of stuff to think about,
Yeah, I think so.
But it's also entertaining.
Like some of the stuff with her and her mom.
Weird.
Like, what are they trying to say about that? I don't really know.
I have no idea.
Yeah. But it's definitely a big element of the movie.
They do a good job, too, I think, of, like, baiting you. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just talk about it. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm literally the one that said let's not spoil it. I think during the movie, I turned to you and I was like, oh, I think it's the mom. The mom is the... something.
Oh, it's the Anya Taylor-Joy character. Yeah, I knew for a fact that she definitely was not, though, because we saw a picture earlier of the movie of the mother.
You basically get like a confirmation of like the timeline doesn't track.
Yeah, and it doesn't track because her mom died when she was 7.
Exactly,
so that wouldn't make any sense.
But I think that was done deliberately to fool idiots like me, and then fucking geniuses like you say, no, that doesn't track, so it must be someone else.
I do think you might be right. I feel like maybe they wanted you to think that a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it did cross my mind, but I was like, wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
But they give you kind of a distinct, like, oh, it can't be her.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a clever little mystery, and the thing is, too, is like, at the time, I was not intoxicated. I don't think, right? During Last Night in Soho?
No, I don't think so.
No, I wasn't. So it just stumped me. And I'm, I think both of us, like me, you, and Andy, like we see movies every fucking week. So if there's some type of setup, we're going to see the payoff coming an hour early.
Yeah.
It's just how it works. And, there's very little candidates.
Because we can kind of read into that language already. That sounds very pretentious, but like we know the language of a filmmaker. Yeah, you know what I mean?
You have
what they're going for.
Literally, you have 2 hours. You can only set up so many red herrings without making it feel cheap.
Yeah.
Because it's not a fucking Scooby-Doo episode where you're gonna give like 3 people that have a motive, and they also like it's not gonna be that cheap. But they do a good job of. They don't completely show their hand that fast in terms of the mystery, and I don't think even the mystery is even the coolest part. Like,
I would say you're right.
I think the theming is fucking fantastic.
Can we talk about my least favorite part of the movie?
We can talk about anything you desire.
My least favorite part of the movie was...
Is it the fucking love interest?
I would say the character John. I liked him, but his character was just horribly written, in my opinion.
He reminds me in...
Because he's just 100% a complete simp. To the point, like, okay, we know simps exist. They definitely are real. But he's a simp to the point of unbelievability.
He was like... So, what Evan means by simp, if there's any 30-year-olds, 30-plus people watching, basically someone that will do anything for a girl.
Yeah.
So, that was me... still me to an extent, but
I've definitely been a simp before.
But I'm saying like when I was in high school, especially, I was like hardcore a simp. Like I remember my first girlfriend. I told like, for those of you that are in the know, Dana, I told her I was like, I'm spilling too much. Don't cut this out though. Don't cut this out though. Don't cut this out. Don't cut this out. Leave this in. Dana,
You say what you like, Dylan.
I literally told her, I was like, oh yeah, any time of the night, you just call me if you need me. Like, I know you're under so much. Like,
he was on that shit, though.
He was. That's what I'm saying. It's like, that's something you do when you're, like, hormonal and it's your first girlfriend or something. It's like, dude, you're in college. You're in college. You need to be not doing all this. And plus, it's like, Dana never, like, was trying to, like, murder people in public.
Exactly where I say to the point of unbelievable. So there's a scene where, you know, he's finally about to get his nut. They're going to bed. And then she has these visions and just start going fucking insane. The visions of Anya Taylor-Joy character being murdered. I think that's when she discovers that she was murdered. Or so we think. I don't know if you want to talk about it.
She discovered there was
a murder in that room.
There was some violence
the room where she's staying on.
in the history.
And she believed it's Anya Taylor-Joy character. And she starts freaking out. And then the dude's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" You know, then the her landlord, if that's what you want to call it, the lady who owns the house, where she rented a room from, she just comes in and busts in. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out!" And the dude runs out. He puts his pants on, runs the fuck out of there. And then the next day, he's like, yeah, no problem. It happens.
No, but also...
I would never want to talk to her ever again if you were putting me in that situation.
That is insane.
Like, it almost sets him up, like, how it looks, if to a stranger, like, busting the room. It was like he was trying to, like, assault her or something.
That's, okay.
Like, trying to rape her.
So, I wasn't even thinking about this. I want to get to a different point. Is, like, that's not even the scene I was thinking of where, like, his simp shit is, like, insane. There's another scene in the library.
Well, there's that. It's like, after that, what, nothing to do with her.
No.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
she's done.
Exactly.
She's done. But, that scene was fucking amazing because you have, like, the tension of the flashback.
Yeah.
And then you have the ignorance of, what's his name? The
John,
character?
I think.
John, like, whatever. The main character's love interest is, like, completely confused about what she's freaking out about. He doesn't really know. And then you also have the tension of, like, the landlord said... like, you're not allowed to have guests after 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So you have the tension of, like, the landlord coming up, the misconception of, like, does the landlord think he's, like, a rapist?
Yeah. Exactly.
And then you also have the tension of, like, the past scene where it's, like, you think she's being murdered.
This was an amazing scene.
That was fucking genius.
That might have been the best scene in the movie.
Yeah, it was fucking great. I love that part.
Scene. I really loved it.
Very clever. And also, it helps you work around, like... there's kind of two factors in that, whereas it helps you work around, like, oh, this happened in the past, like, it's not very tense.
Yeah.
So you have a tense scene in the present, but also that's not even really what happened in the past. It's like a misconception.
Yeah.
It's very clever. Love that scene.
Me too.
Yeah,
that was a really good one.
But what I wanted to mention of him being a simp, where I was like, this is where I'm done.
Is
like,
it the library?
Yeah. So after that, like a few minutes after that, there's a scene where she has a freak out in the library. And she starts seeing normal faculty members and students of the college as zombies.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Fuck this!" And she tries to stab one in the eye, but it's just an illusion. And it's a real person.
Yeah, it was the bully girl.
And then
her roommate.
Her
former roommate
and
before she moved to the other
her
house.
wonderful simp grabs her wrist like an inch from stabbing her in the fucking brain.
Yeah.
That's when I'm done. Like, I'm like,
I don't want anything to do with you. After I had to stop you from murdering.
Because once you grab her wrist, you're on the police report.
Yeah.
I'm going home. No.
Yeah.
I'm going home. But yeah, that movie was fucking fantastic.
It was.
Great movie. Anything left to say about Last Night in Soho?
I really like the ending a lot.
The ending was cool.
Do you want to just spoil it?
You know what? I think we were reserved enough where we didn't spoil anything, so I don't think we really need to. But I do want to say, the ending. A lot of people had an issue with the ending. I liked it, and I did audibly laugh, and I don't know if I was supposed to.
Yeah.
But what did you think?
There's a piece of exposition during it. At first, I was like, "Oh, that's kind of stupid," but then it feels so ridiculous that it's actually kind of amazing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so there's the scene where a certain somebody is explaining who they are and what they've done.
Yeah.
And it's heavy on exposition, but it's just the visuals mixed with the exposition there and how ridiculous and crazy it all seems. It just works perfectly, I think. It's not like exposition where it's like, I don't know. How do I say this? It's not exposition in a lazy way.
Yeah, they show and tell.
Yes, uh-huh.
Yeah. I like that scene a lot.
Like, it seems crazy that the villain just explains their motive. like I said, I don't want to say too much. We're trying not to spoil, but it just feels like it was supposed to be like. It feels intentional. That's what I should say.
Yeah.
Like it was like it's kind of meant to be a little ridiculous.
The whole movie feels very deliberate.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. There was a vision there.
Mm-hmm.
And
and there's a lot of setup throughout the whole movie, and all the payoffs are great.
Yeah, everything feels earned.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
Like, and there's a very subtle setup. We talked about this involving cars. How she almost gets run over like 3 times throughout the movie, and then something happens towards the end of the movie.
I have to give Evan credit, because this movie, for some reason, I don't know if it's Edgar Wright and his magical little English words. I don't know what it is. But he threw me off twice, and Evan called it both times. I don't want to say specifically what it was, but it had to do with Zod. And
Zod, yes.
The wonderful actor who played Zod in the Richard Donner Superman movies. But yeah, Evan called those shits, and Evan, you're basically a freaking genius. You're basically a freaking auteur. You're basically a what's the word?
I'm an Edgar Wright super fan.
You're an Edgar Wright super fan. You literally have written your own Ant-Man Edgar Wright fan fiction.
I did do that.
And you just watched too much of the Criterion Collection, and you just need to quit that because you just know everything. No, but those were good calls for real.
Yeah. The last one, the second one, the one not involving Terrence Stamp's character, it's very quick. So I was like happy I caught that. I was like, oh shit! I turned to Dylan and said, "Yo, this is what it's about to happen."
And it was great because
and it is what happened.
Also, I'm blind.
Oh, there is that too. I feel like you probably would have saw it if.
I might have been thinking about
blindness.
But
we addressed your blindness in the last episode.
There's like an actual there's a printed thing that's actually like kind of a clue, and Evan picked up on it, and I was like, damn, like you're right. Like I wish I had seen it for myself because I'm like I wonder if I would have picked up on that. But yeah, there's some. If you're like Evan and you're a super sleuth and you have an IQ of over 150,
or you just have 20/20 vision,
or if you have 20/20 vision, or if you literally just read the IMDb page after. Or before the movie.
I did not do that.
Like Evan
I did not do that. No, I did not.
No, I'm just kidding.
Did not spoil the movie whatsoever.
But that is just another credit to the movie is that like it's in there.
Yeah.
Like there's the information is in there and you can track it, and there's a lot of mysteries that don't do that for you.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that too, and I also appreciate that doubly because like.
I do like that a lot actually. Where mystery movie where they
don't wait
till the end. Yeah, exactly. I like that a lot. Where they let the viewers kind of solve it along the way. And I like that a lot. Like, that's really cool.
And I give you a bit more credit, Mr. Edgar Wright and your wonderful team. I give you all credit because you put all the information there and you still pulled one over on me.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Good for you. That's some good fucking entertainment right there. That's some good shit. But yeah, the ending gets a little cheesy, but that's okay. That's okay.
No, but it felt cool. It's like you finally get like, I don't want to say action scene, but like something just like
it's cathartic.
Yeah,
it's cathartic because the whole movie there's this shit that's like I don't want to say specifics too much because we have actually not really spoiled it, but there's some gruesome shit going on.
Yeah.
In the background of the movie, and you get some catharsis about it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty nice.
It was awesome. Yeah. I really liked it.
It's pretty nice. There's like everything is.
That's a good ass movie.
It's pretty good. Last Night in Soho. There you go. If you haven't seen it, go buy you a ticket.
Maybe probably my second favorite movie of the year. I think I liked it more than The Green Knight.
Very nice.
Green Knight was good. But,
I gotta watch Green Knight.
But there are some other movies coming out this year that I'm very excited for.
Evan, do you want to mention those?
Yeah, The Matrix. I am excited for it.
Oh, The Matrix. Oh.
Are you excited for it?
NPH himself.
Yeah, NPH is in it. He's providing the blue pills.
Ooh.
He's got the blue glasses on too.
Got the boner pills.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Matrix, I'm excited for. Licorice Pizza, I'm very excited for.
You're very excited for that?
Yeah, I'm very excited for that because I like Paul Thomas Anderson a lot. So I'm excited.
What else did he do?
He did.
I like that I can always ask you that and you know.
He did. There Will Be Blood, Boogie Nights, Magnolia.
Oh, Paul Dano, right?
Yeah, Paul Dano is in. Yeah, There Will Be Blood, Boogie Nights, Magnolia, Punch Drunk Love.
Oh, that's the only one I've seen, I think.
You saw Phantom Thread also.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was okay. Phantom Thread was a good movie. Some people really like it a lot. I was like, yeah, it was a good movie.
I remember that was like one of the first times where I ever had like my ego boosted about like being liking.
Yeah, because you were Dylan real life what was going on with Phantom Thread the whole time. You were giving me some credit last night, so I can give you credit for Phantom Thread.
Now it's time for Dylan.
And the Phantom Thread I feel is a lot. I don't know if I'd say it's a lot more subtle, but you know, there's the mommy issue thing going on in Phantom Thread. And when I first saw it, I was like, I didn't really pick up on that, but Dylan knew exactly what was going on. That was a mommy issue thing.
I don't think I don't think you can call it more subtle. I think it's just more dry.
Yeah.
Like, it's for Phantom Thread, but for me,
because it's a straight drama.
Yeah. But for me, the only reason I really picked up on it is for those of you that don't know, Phantom Thread is basically about fucking an old guy that like sews shit.
Yeah.
And he has mommy issues, and then he finds a new mommy. And
that's the whole plot, basically.
It was really the only thing. It's because the only things that stood out to me was that, like, at the beginning of the movie, he has like mommy issues.
Yeah, he's talking about how his mother died or whatever.
And then he's like looking for a new woman.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the only two things I was like, oh, I guess that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
So it's like, the only reason I put it together is because those were literally the only two parts where I was like, oh, that's interesting, I guess. Like, it wasn't that crazy. But, yeah, Phantom Thread, I think was pretty good. And I really liked Punch Drunk Love, but I haven't seen that in a minute. I haven't seen that in a while.
So, yeah, he's a director I like a lot. So I am excited for that movie, yeah. And
what the fuck?
I guess I'm excited for Spider-Man.
Pizza something? What is
Licorice
it called?
Pizza.
Licorice Pizza.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention this either, but I literally, when I saw that trailer for the first time, I thought it was the Sopranos movie. Is that the same kid?
No, this is Philip Seymour Hoffman's son.
Right, you did tell me that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're not the same guy, right?
Interesting though, because in the Sopranos movie, that's James Gandolfini's son.
Why is that interesting? I don't know.
Oh, just two famous actors' sons.
Oh,
You're saying they look alike? Yeah. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll fucking definitely watch that. Maybe we'll do an episode on it.
Two famous deceased actors' sons.
Oh, dead motherfuckers. Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman and James Gandolfini, both deceased.
Yeah, rip.
Rest in peace. Yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman was one of my favorite actors. I'm very sad when he died.
What is he in?
He's in The Master, another Paul Thomas Anderson movie, very good. Boogie Nights. Happiness, like we discussed last time.
Oh, Happiness.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Okay.
He was in Capote, also a pretty good movie.
I feel like he's in a cartoon or something I've seen.
Maybe he is. I don't know.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. I definitely know his name.
The Master was a great movie.
What's The Master?
That was with Joaquin Phoenix, Amy Adams, and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
The Joker, Lex Luthor, and fucking a fat guy? My God.
That was another,
sorry, no disrespect. I'm sorry.
Lex Luthor, do you mean Lois Lane? Dylan is drunk.
No, I said Lois Lane, Lex Luthor, and a fat guy.
You mean the Joker? No, you said the Joker, Lex Luthor, and a fat guy.
Who's Lex Luthor?
You said Lex Luthor.
Joaquin Phoenix is not
he's
fucking
the Joker.
Social Network, yeah. Okay. I'm drunk as fuck, I guess.
But yeah, so...
But what is it about, though? I don't care who's in it. What is it about?
Oh, okay, it's like...
Real quick.
It's supposed to be like based on Scientology. So like,
really?
Yeah. So like, Philip Seymour Hoffman's character is playing Ron L. Hubbard, and then Joaquin Phoenix is a character. He's kind of a lost soul, you may say, who gets caught up in what's going on.
Is it literally Scientology?
No,
or it's like an allegory.
It's based on Scientology. Philip Seymour Hoffman doesn't play Ron L. Hubbard, but he is playing
an analog.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix is like a lost soul, and he gets caught up in the new cult. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Yeah.
That sounds good. What year did that come out?
What year was it? Like 2015, something like that.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I heard about that, but yeah, that sounds interesting. I'll probably watch that one.
And I guess I am also excited for Spider-Man. Don't expect it to be good, but I am excited for it.
I completely agree on that sentiment.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. Do I think it's gonna be good? No. But it's just gonna be fucking sweet to see fucking
Tobey Maguire.
Toby for a minute,
for sure. And Willem Dafoe and Alfred Molina.
I don't even mind seeing Andrew.
And Andrew, yeah.
At least we get to see someone that's not Tom.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad that he's been cucked by Zendaya, by Timmy.
I agree. Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say about Dune? Did you want to talk about Dune again?
Well, I was like, when we were talking about what we're gonna do for this week, I was like, I wish we didn't talk about Dune for 20 minutes in the last episode. I'm like, well, what am I gonna say about it now? I don't know. I liked it a lot.
Is there anything?
I don't want to repeat everything I said last week.
I guess that's right. I don't remember exactly what we talked about.
It was a good movie. Everybody was great. All the actors were great. Beautiful movie. Amazing visuals. I kind of mentioned this last time, but I just, for some reason, for me, I don't know. It's always cool just seeing like I said, Dune's not a drama, but it's cool seeing dramatic elements set in a non-fictional world. I mean, in the fictional world.
Yeah.
I always like that.
A more reserved blockbuster.
Yeah.
I agree with that, too, because we don't, everything feels like MCU light now.
Yeah,
Everything does.
So it was just good to see something that's not that.
Yeah, and even Star Wars feels like the goddamn MCU.
Yeah,
even like Force Awakens to a degree, and
it just felt to see something good, taking like it's fantastical, but it takes it serious.
Some genre shit that feels serious.
Yeah,
I guess
like that.
I don't fault WB for going in that direction.
Yeah, me either.
No, I'm not saying for Dune. I actually mean sorry,
just in general.
Getting ahead of myself, but for the Batman.
Yeah.
For kind of going back into that well for the Batman for
sure.
like the Nolan shit.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
So yeah, Dune was fucking awesome.
Yeah, cool movie.
Definitely. And all the costumes I thought were fucking great. And
he starts flying and says, "These
I didn't talk about the costumes
humans.
last time, so there, yeah, costumes.
What's the coolest costume in the movie?
I really like the still suits a lot. Actually, I'm talking to you about this.
So those are like the black.
Yeah, the suits they wear in the desert. Yeah. I'm talking to you about this. How I do want to try and find a still suit, or maybe make one to wear for MomoCon next year.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That'd be sick. I actually have. I almost have a lovely woman that might be able to help you out.
Who is it?
There's a friend of my uncle's that makes costumes.
Oh, okay.
And my uncle knows some wacky characters.
He does.
But
but just based on what you've told me, I'm like, yeah, he definitely
actually
does.
Not Jim.
I know.
For our wonderful audience that is very invested in my family tree.
Okay.
My other Uncle Brian, he's a fucking really cool guy, but he knows actually a few people that make costumes.
Yeah.
I remember I went to his house.
Did he know somebody who was on RuPaul's Drag Race?
I think he knew a winner.
That's interesting. Because I remember that's how I found out about RuPaul.
Yeah,
it was from you, Dill.
Yeah, you didn't know who RuPaul was. I was like, because I was trying to flex. I was like, yeah, my uncle knows who RuPaul. Like he knows. And you're like, who the fuck is that? That's gay. No, I'm sorry, you didn't say that. That was a joke.
Well, we were like in 5th grade. I was like, who the fuck is RuPaul?
I don't want to get him canceled, but yeah, he was like, who the fuck is that?
Good times.
But yeah, I might be able to hook you up with a costume guy.
That'd be fucking sick.
So that'd be cool, maybe.
That'd be sick.
They're gonna make me potentially the Killer Moth costume.
That would be dope. I'm excited for that.
So Killer Moth's like my favorite B-list kind of.
Yeah, Batman villain.
Villain.
Or just villain in general.
Yeah, he's really cool. He's very cool. Evan, what else are we gonna talk about? Do we have anything else?
I think that's about sums it up for this episode. Like I said, I don't want to repeat all the shit I said about Dune last week, so I'm not going to say too much about it. Unless one day we do like the whole movie analysis type shit, then maybe. But just a quick review, I don't really want to repeat myself.
Or hopefully, we'll get the sequel and we'll get...
then maybe we can do an episode.
Like the HBO Max series, we'll get something to talk about. Can I do one more Lego plug?
Yeah.
I got the Lego Batman Begins tumbler set.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And I also got another toy. I got the 80th anniversary Marvel Legends Deadpool. And they're both fucking sweet.
They're sweet.
Yeah, they're fucking sweet. Look at it. You didn't see the tumbler in person. Look at it.
It's very sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get Heath Ledger Joker with it?
Fuck no, you get Scarecrow.
Oh.
You get Scarecrow.
I thought he would come in with the Heath Ledger Joker.
No, you get Heath Ledger Joker in the Heath Ledger Joker.
There's a new set though coming with him, isn't there?
It's what we were talking about, like the collector's like big scale $300 ones.
Oh.
That one comes with the Joker.
Ridiculous.
But we get the Scarecrow in this one.
Yeah, that's very stupid.
So I'll pay $100.
They really gatekeep the Heath Ledger Joker.
They do because he's
really
only. I think maybe
because they know people want him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they were like, let's make it a Batman Begins set. I actually do have Bane though.
Oh really?
I have the official Dark Knight Rises Bane.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
And then I have the Dark Knight Batman minifigure out of the Batman Begins Dark Knight fucking trilogy figure. But yeah, they like you said, they gatekeep the Heath Ledger Joker one
because they know people want him.
So I'll pay $100 on the aftermarket for it.
Yeah, you do that. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I think that about sums it up for this episode.
That about wraps it up. Evan, can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
Do you have any cool toys you got recently?
Recently? No, I have not yet. Not recently.
Well, guess what? Your birthday's coming up. So I guess we'll have to change that. Yeah. Oh, dang.
I will say, just speaking about Dune, I guess I do have. I didn't get it recently. That's all I get. But I do have the Timmy figure.
Yeah.
I do have the Timmy Paul.
Can we talk about what we're getting each other for our birthdays?
Yeah. So I bought Dylan.
My birthday is November 21st, and Evan's birthday is December 18th.
Wow, bad friend. December 14th.
14th. I always think it's the 18th. I'm sorry.
But I got Dylan the Nika. It's Nika, right?
NECA.
It's the NECA Casey Jones figure.
Oh yeah.
And then I asked Dylan to just get me the mommy, Rebecca Ferguson.
The mommy.
Yeah, Rebecca Ferguson character go with my Timmy.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
Let's go. And I also have a secret. Andy knows about it. You won't hear about this in the media. I can't do a Trump impression. You won't hear about this in the trades, but I have a secret other present for you.
I'm very excited for that.
That's related to Dune.
I'm very excited for that. That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh wow.
I am excited for that.
Oh, wow.
Don't tell me what it is.
I won't. But it's it goes together nicely.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh yeah. It's Dave Bautista's character as a figure.
So is it like someone selling? Because Dave Bautista character, a piece of him comes with each of the 4.
He's figures. A Build-A-Figure?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. It's not a figure. Okay. It's not a figure. It's something else.
Okay. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's about it. This is RNS signing out.
But I didn't say my cool Dylan fact.
Oh crap!
Cool Dylan fact.
Rewind it back.
Cool Dylan fact. Dylan main Samus in Smash Bros.
Ooh, you ain't kidding. You really aren't kidding.
I don't think we ever mentioned that. So there you go. There's a cool Dylan fact for you.
Actually, I think we did in the Nicktoons episode.
No.
No, we did. Because we talked about Smash.
Nobody listened to that one. Even though it's more popular.
Even though it's the only one that anyone watched. Anyways, thanks for watching. Last Night in Soho, 3 out of 3 stars. Dune, 3 out of 3 stars.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm bumping it up from last. Yeah. You know what? Dune deserves 3 stars.
Yeah.
Guess what? We're having a great time. We're about to go watch Eternals.
Yeah.
And yeah, great time. Evan, will you say? Please, can I extend this for fucking one more minute?
We gotta get
one more minute. No, listen, Evan. If you had to pitch.
It's 8:11.
No, listen. Real quick.
Okay.
If you had to pitch a Dune Lego set, this one's for Andy. If you had to pitch a Dune Lego set, what would you do?
Interesting. I like this. That's kind of tough. I guess probably this just makes the most sense. I think, but it'd be a big set. It would be Timmy and Rebecca Ferguson, Paul and his mother, Lady Jessica, and the Sandworm.
You do like a fucking.
It'd be a big set.
You'd be like a 600-piece brick-built Sandworm.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. It'd be them.
They could probably do a good display piece where it's like brick-built coming out of like a base plate, like fucking like coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
I'd probably, if I had to, real quick, I would do like a $30 set of Timmy and his mom in the little dragonfly ship.
That'd be cool too. Yeah.
So there you go. Dune Lego pitches, all for Andy. Cool Dylan fact. Last Night in Soho review. Fucking, this is a jam-packed episode.
We did talk about a lot.
Jam-packed.
It was a lot longer than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, for talking about nothing. It's almost 2 hours.
Thank you for listening, everybody, and have a good night.
Please like, comment, subscribe, and also turn on the bell for notifications. Also, goodbye.